Ladies and gentlemen, consider this for a moment. Why do you act the way that you act? Why do you say the things that you say? Why do you respond the way that you respond? Why do you think the way that you think? This is all based on the programming of your life. This is based on how you were raised, the things that you were taught, the things that you saw. Ever heard of the saying, you are the product of your environment, you are the product of where you come from, you're the product of the five friends that you hang around with. If you hang around five broke friends, you automatically become number six. If you hang around five gangsters, you automatically become number six. If you hang around five church-going people, you automatically become number six. You are the product of your programming, what you are exposed to on a daily basis. Now you ask yourself, sometimes you realize that this programming actually gets you to a point where you feel stuck. And for me personally, before I go into the formula on how to change the programming or the part where you have to reprogram yourself, for me personally, my reprogramming started when I actually joined network marketing. That's when I started to realize, and that brings me into the 3 steps on how to create this change, how to reprogram your life, because we go about our lives completely oblivious to the fact that you are living your life on someone else's term. You are the way that you are because someone has told you the things that they've told you all their lives. I grew up being taught there's no money to do certain things, that we can't go to a certain place, that we can't. And now that I've seen the light, now that I know that no, there actually is an abundance of money in the world. Ayikho le nto ukuthi akho mali akhona tjhelete madi hayo. No, there's a lot of it, a lot of money in the world. Buyer, blind. And now that I know that, I know that I can become a billionaire. Growing up, I was taught that there's no money. And yes, that might have been the situation, but the mindset, the power of the words that were being told or taught to me were programming me to grow up to think that "Akona zaga mo lefatsheng, any mali baya." And now that I realize that there's a lot of money, I've reprogrammed myself. So network marketing showed me that when I entered the world of network marketing in 2019, heck, people were earning R1,000,000 a month. I never thought like that. In the book that I'm writing currently, I speak about when I worked in retail, my dream was to be at the pinnacle of the retail. Like, I don't know if you understand me. My ultimate dream was to be at the head office because I was working in the store. So my ultimate dream was to work in the head office. Like, I wanted to be at the top of this system, this ecosystem. And then I came across network marketing and I realized the ecosystem is I am the ecosystem, and there is no bigger ecosystem than myself. I can be the ecosystem. I can be the top of the ecosystem and top the ecosystem that I thought was the top. It blows my mind. And when I made that realization, which brings me to the 3 steps. The first step is awareness. You need to be Alan Watts is a person that I started to listen to. Go search Alan Watts. Alan Watts. There's just a whole lot of beautiful, sacred personal development content, like about Alan Watts, about Earl Nightingale, those guys. Alan Watts, when I what do they call it? Self-enlightenment, the journey of enlightenment, the journey of awareness, self-awareness. That's what I, dove into, and I realized that wow, I am such a world full of possibilities. I can create things. I can do big, and the mindset that I had was never that until my awareness arose, until my awareness, until I was woke, until I realized that all this time, guys, yo, there's been this veil that has been pulled in front of me, and all of a sudden it's been removed, and now I realize, or I see that there is so much that is possible that I can do. And it was all in the mindset. I could have still been mentally in that mind state to say that I'm gonna work so hard, I'm gonna work all these years, I'm gonna work 20 years in retail so I can reach the top, I can work 30 years in retail so I can reach the top. No shade to people who work in retail. Retail is a beautiful industry. That's why I'm even writing a book about retail. Heck, I think I just gave away the concept of my book. But retail is such a special thing to me, and it built me and it made me who I am. And then I met personal development, and then my awareness just went through the roof, and I realized that, whoa, I can be this powerhouse myself. And the second step was the reprogramming part. So it's awareness and then it's reprogramming. So how do you reprogram yourself? You stop, you break, you decide, you make a decision. You decide to make that move, to make that step, to move from this thinking to thinking that there's no money in the world to thinking that there is money in the world. Till today, a lot of people still think that there is, and given, man, there is a whole lot of corruption right now, and there's a whole lot of people that don't have a whole lot of things. There's a whole lot of people who don't have much. A lot. It's the majority. In fact, our employment rate right now for the youth is about 60%, if not beyond that. It's crazy. So a lot of people a lot of people are waking up in the morning and having to find out how they're going to eat, how they're going to take care of themselves, and they're just waking up and they're like, it's real. I know that. But the mindset is very important. If you tell yourself that that's where you are going to get stuck, it's going to be the rest. You could start plugging into personal development, start reading books, start reprogramming your mind. What you believe, what you've been taught, what you've been told is all a lie. It is all a lie. And the third and last thing that you need to do is to create the ultimate vision for yourself. No matter what you do, you can create the grandest vision of yourself, of your life, in whatever industry that you're in, whatever you do, whatever you're talented in, you can create the grandest vision of yourself. African child, South African child, you can create the grandest vision of yourself. You can think so big. But we've never been told to think big. We've never been told, the world, society, our surroundings, our environment told us that it won't be possible. You cannot go that far. So I want to encourage you today that you need to reprogram your mind. What are you being told? What are you being told? Till today, people are 25, 30, 40, 50 years old, 60, 70, and still don't believe. They still have the programming of lack, the programming of there's not much to get around. And I just look at those people and I'm like, whoa, I'm glad I switched on very soon. Now I know that I am an empire, I'm a powerhouse. And it all started with reprogramming my mind, reprogramming my subconscious mind, the law of attraction, all those things. And that's just more, issues or topics that I can make videos on, and it's all coming. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, if you got a message that you need to start changing your mindset, the top that you think is the top is not the top. The ceiling, your parents' ultimate should be your floor. Your ceiling should be raised so high. You should want to do 1,000 times better, 1,000,000 times better. But if you're going to be continued, like if it's going to continue to, or if you're going to continue to think that there's not much to get around, that you won't make it, that I will never get what I want, I will never get to the next step, it's not going to happen. So there's just so many ways that this talk can go, that this video can go, but I want to keep it brief. Please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, comment, there's more coming, and we are